I'm about to quit my job and I'm literally shaking. I can't breathe. Oh my God, I hope it's not a mistake. We have a lot to talk about. I'm gonna go grab Chandler and I a coffee, and then we're gonna have a little debrief, a little life update. I'll give you all the tea. Okay, I got my candle, my coffee. We're gonna have a little chit chat. I quit my job. I freaking quit my job. Okay, I quit my job Thursday. It's Monday, so this is like my first day of my first week of being unemployed. What the heck? That's literally crazy. If you have seen some of my recent videos, why does the freaking hair keep getting in my mouth? If you have seen some of my recent videos, this might not come as a surprise to you, okay? You know, I've been going through it. I have been struggling with my career. Like, I have just been in such a career rut and like not really knowing what I want to do with my life. And I've talked a lot about it recently, probably in my last 3 videos. That like professional little rut has really taken a toll on just my whole life, my personal life, my health, like so every aspect of my life. And I think I've known that this was the direction we were heading all along, but it just kind of like took me a while to bite the bullet, I guess. I know that not everyone has seen my last few videos, so if you are new here, I will give you like a brief overview of like the job I was doing, kind of like just like my professional career up until this point, in case that's helpful for you if you're like in a similar situation, then ultimately why I decided to quit, and then what next steps are. So grab your coffee if you haven't already, get a snack, and let's get into it. Let's just start from college. Let's start with what I graduated with. So I graduated with a exercise science degree. Ultimately, I went to college not knowing what I wanted to do, but I knew that my only passion really at the time was working out and like health and fitness and helping people. So I decided to get an exercise science degree. I wanted to go into like gym management, personal training, all of that. And so that's what I did right out of college. I moved to Nashville. I managed a like boutique style gym in Nashville. And I also worked at Orange Theory as a coach and a couple of other like fitness studios. So that's what I did for a couple of years. And then COVID hit. And obviously that like really impacted the fitness industry because nobody was going in to do workout classes anymore. So I got laid off my job, which at the time was very scary, but I think ultimately was a blessing in disguise. I am by no means saying that COVID was a good thing, but I do think that COVID allowed me the opportunity to, or kind of forced me to like really take a step back and think about the longevity of working in the fitness industry. If you have worked in the fitness industry or currently are, you know that the hours can be absolutely brutal for like not great pay, or I guess you can make really good money in the fitness industry, but the amount of hours you work is directly correlated to money because typically you're paid per hour. So if I wanted to make more money, I naturally had to work more hours. Like, it's not like I was salary or anything. Oftentimes I was waking up at 5 a.m. coaching the morning classes at Orange Theory, and then I would like go home for an hour, eat breakfast, let Bristol out, and then go to my like 9 to 5 job working at the gym, and then I would coach evening classes there. I feel like COVID came right as I was like reaching the point of burning out with that industry. So it kind of like happened at a good time, I would say. And I realized that I just wanted something that was more flexible. I was really intrigued by like a remote opportunity. And so when I lost my job, I had no idea what I wanted to do. Okay, I was like, I don't really know what my experience, like what corporate role my experience in like the fitness industry and coaching would be good for. So I just Googled remote jobs. Literally the broadest Google search ever. Okay, sorry, my memory card was full. I think I left off, oh yes. After my very thorough and specific Google search of remote jobs, that's how I found the opening for a client success manager at my current company. So I got hired on as a CSM. It was a marketing firm, I'm not sure if I said that, but basically I would just manage the client relationships and the marketing campaigns that we ran for our clients. We primarily worked with tech companies, and so it was a lot of like, it was definitely like a new industry. It was very exciting at first because it was fully remote, super flexible. I loved my team. Like there was just, it was a total different world from being in the gym from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Like it was so nice to just like not have a commute, to be with Bristol literally all day, just get so much of my time back. It was lovely, lovely, lovely. So I was in that role as a CSM for 2 years. I then kind of started to I feel like make a name for myself in the company, and like I was kind of like on track for promotions and on track to kind of like work my way up the ladder to ultimately lead my own team. And so after 2 years as a CSM, I became a team lead, which was basically like an interim manager position. Like I was only a team lead for 6 months to kind of like train to be a manager. And this past January, I got promoted to manager of client success. So basically the only difference was instead of me having my own clients and like managing my own campaigns, I was overseeing a team of CSMs who did that basically. I feel like over the 3 years that I was at the company, we grew a lot. And so when I first started, the culture was very much like a startup culture, very flexible. It was kind of like, get your work done. No one's really gonna be checking you unless you give them a reason to. That is how I thrive. Like I am very self-motivated. I do not respond well to micromanagement. I feel like when I am micromanaged, it almost makes me like not want to do what I'm supposed to do, because I don't know, I just feel like it's like, if you don't trust me, why should I trust you? And I don't know, I cannot stand micromanagement. And so when I first started, and honestly for like 2.5 years, I felt so much autonomy over my role, and I never felt like anyone was like breathing down my neck or anything like that. But as the company grew, obviously I don't fault my company for this at all. And I also feel like I need to say, like, I have no ill will towards my company, and I'm not gonna sit here and like talk any mess about them. Like that is not what this is. This is literally me just like being fully transparent on like ultimately like why I decided to make a change. But it has nothing to do with me like hating on my company. Like I actually really enjoyed it there, and it was a very difficult decision to leave. But so I want to make that clear before I like go into this section of the video. But basically like the culture just changed a little bit. The company grew a lot in 3 years, like doubled its size in 3 years, and it was primarily a remote workforce. I'm sure because of the growth and just like as a way to kind of like monitor employee productivity, they decided to implement a tracking software on our computers. And so basically that software tracked everything we were doing, every website we were on, when we logged on, when we logged off, if we were away from our computers for like more than 5 minutes. Like it was just, it was a complete like 180 from the culture that I had for like 2.5 years, where it was like, get your work done, work hard, no one's like breathing over your shoulder unless you're giving someone a reason to then having people like check my hours daily or weekly or whatever it may be. So like that, I think that happening in January really like, I don't know, like caught me off guard, and I feel like kind of set the tone for me being like, okay, I don't know if this is like something that I love. Do I understand it? Yeah, I totally understand it from a business standpoint. Like you want to make sure that your employees, like if you're paying somebody a full-time salary, you want to make sure that they are working in general on average a full-time, workload. They obviously like caught a lot of people that weren't doing that, and so like layoffs happened and all of that. So like I was just seeing the effects of this software happening, just knowing that somebody could like see, like if I was away from my desk for 5 minutes, I just felt like I lost so much autonomy over my day, and I didn't love it. So I'm just gonna be honest, like that definitely kind of kickstarted me thinking, okay, do I really want to spend every day kind of like stressing like, oh, if I go for a 20-minute walk, like I'm gonna have to make up those 20 minutes because they're gonna see that I was away from it. Like I was literally doing, that meme where they're like calculating, like all the calculations are coming, like that was literally me with my hours. And I was like, okay, what the heck? Like I know that I'm working enough, so why am I overthinking this? But that just like led to honestly like burnout very quick. And so I kind of decided that I was going to like update my resume and put some feelers out there. I was also curious kind of what was out there from like a salary and compensation standpoint, which this is a side note, but also kind of relevant to the conversation. I listened to a podcast called Trading Secrets. It's hosted by Jason Tartick, which you might know him from The Bachelor, but he also has an incredible podcast about like financial and like money, and I don't know, I've just learned so much from his podcast. He does this segment where he talks about like market industry research or whatever, and he was saying that this year 95% of people are looking for new jobs purely for increased salary, because you can typically get more money by going and searching for a job elsewhere than you can from like staying and working your way up in your own company. So this is just on Google, but it kind of goes in line with what he was saying. The average salary increase for those who switch jobs is 15%, and those who stay in a job for more than 2 years tend to make less, which is crazy, because you'd think like, oh, if I just stay in the same job and like show my loyalty, I'll make more. But like research is saying that no, you won't, which is crazy. Anyways, so yeah, the tracking software along with just like curious what was out there compensation wise, those are like the two main factors that made me look for something different. So ultimately I found a position, and this happened very organically because I just had mutual friends that worked at this company. It's a very similar company. They do kind of the same marketing campaigns, work with a lot of tech companies, very, very similar. A little bit of a different role, which I'll talk about in a little bit. I put some feelers out there and got an offer like very, very quickly, quicker than I could have imagined. Like I wasn't really like necessarily ready to take the leap, but it just, I don't know, like timing just happened and they gave me an offer. The offer financially was incredible. And ultimately I put in my 2 weeks the next day. So it literally happened so fast. Like all of this happened last week, you guys. It was a crazy freaking week. Like I had an interview at the beginning of the week, had an offer like the day after my first interview, and then told my boss Wednesday basically about it. Here's where it got tricky because my company did come back and ultimately countered the offer and did end up offering me more money to stay, a very competitive offer to what the new company was offering me, which I am so appreciative of, but I was also kind of like, it's interesting, right? It almost took like me leaving to then get them to pay what I feel I was worth in the first place. And so I don't know, it was very interesting, but I obviously did consider it because, you know, it's scary going to a completely new job, this is gonna be like a new role for me. It's definitely scary. And so, you know, when my old company came back with a competitive offer, I was like, oh, well, I could like stay, you know, make, you know, more money and do what I'm comfortable doing and know that I can do. But like at the end of the day, I knew I would be going back to almost like a micromanaged environment, and I couldn't do it anymore. So yeah, I turned it down, and it was so difficult because while I've like talked about the, I guess, negative things or whatever, there were so many wonderful things about that company, and like I am so appreciative for the growth opportunities that have been given to me working there. And so it was such an emotional, like I cried so much last week, it's unreal. I don't think I have any more tears to cry for like the next few months because it was an insane week. And yeah, it was a really hard decision, but I think ultimately I made the right one. I feel like I have literal bricks off of my shoulders. Like I can breathe more deeply now. Like I just think that this was, I don't know, the right path to take, even though it was very, very difficult. I've also come to the realization that moving up and like getting to the top of my corporate career just like isn't important to me. And I don't mean that in a bad way. And I know that for some people, and if it might be you if you're watching this, like that might be one of the most important things to you. Like you might place a really heavy emphasis on like getting to the tip top of your desired profession with your self-identity, and like that could be something that matters so much to you. I've just realized that that is not something that's super important to me. I just want to make enough money, more than enough money, to like live comfortably and have balance and like time back and not feel like my job is my life. Like I've realized, and I feel like I've struggled with this because as I was kind of like working my way up in the corporate ladder at my last job, I was like, why does this not feel like good? Like I'm so grateful for, you know, the promotions and the ability to like make a little bit more money and like lead people, but like ultimately like continuing to move up that ladder just did not appeal to me. And I think that's okay if it doesn't appeal to you. I think for me, I realized that like, listen, my career is not ultimately what fulfills me. What fulfills me is traveling and spending time with Chandler and friends and YouTube and like having time and the ability to do all of those other things that actually truly fulfill me, and just having my career kind of like fuel those things and give me the money to do them. I don't know, we're just like always told, do what you're passionate about, and like if you love what you do, you'll never work. And like, I totally get that. And if I could one day make money with YouTube or like doing like traveling, like that would be insane. If I could ultimately make money doing like those things that I'm actually really passionate about, that would be awesome. But until then, like I don't need to be passionate about my corporate job. I just need my corporate job to like allow me to live the life that I want to live and like fuel my other passions, if that makes sense. And so that's where we are now. I did not have to do a full like 2 weeks for my last company because technically, since I'm going to a similar company, it's considered a competitor, and they just gave me like one day to like say bye to everyone. There were literally no hard feelings, but I couldn't do like a full 2 weeks. So my last day was Wednesday. It is now Monday. I have 2 full weeks before I start my new job. I start at the end of April. So we're gonna spend a lot of time together over these next 2 weeks. And I'm really excited because I know that my new job is just going to allow me so much more time to be consistent on YouTube and like invest in this passion. I think this was a great decision. It was not an easy decision, but it was the right one. I don't know if I hope that was helpful for you. If not helpful, at least it was like a little bit interesting. I watched so many of these like I quit my job videos, and you know, sometimes people quit their job with no plan. Sometimes people quit it with like something lined up. And I think ultimately I was ready to quit my job soon with like nothing lined up, but I would be lying if I said that it doesn't feel good to like know that there's a safety net. So if you're watching this video and you're like, should I quit my job? Should I not quit my job? I think it totally depends on your predicament. But I will say that your mental and physical health is important. And if you feel like your current job is impacting those for the negative for a prolonged period of time, I think that that's like also something I want to say. Like every job is gonna have hardships, right? Like I'm not expecting this next job to like never bring me stress or like never impact my like mental health negatively. Like I know that those things are gonna come with a career, but like it shouldn't for like a long period of time negatively impact your well-being. You know what I'm saying? If that is happening, get that resume updated. Like just put feelers out there. I don't know. I think like whenever I kind of reached the point of burnout, it did like make me feel really good when I was kind of taking control of it. Like I was updating my resume. I was like actually trying to like get myself out of the rut. I think for a while it was like impacting my confidence because I would like complain about my job and then like not do anything about it. And so when I started to actually like take steps and like do research about the market and like find other roles that were interesting to me and like actually like took those steps towards kind of getting myself out of my situation, I just started to build my confidence, feel better. And so I would recommend like, even if you're not ready to like bite the bullet and quit your job, just like start taking those little steps that is ultimately going to set you up whenever you are ready, if that makes sense. So I don't know. I hope this was helpful. I hope it was interesting. We still have the rest of the video. I'm going to take you along for the next couple of days of unemployment, and then we have a lot of fun videos coming up. So like this whole week, I'm just chilling. I'm trying to get some appointments in, just like living. I thought about traveling, going to visit friends, but I don't remember the last time I've just like been in Nashville for a whole week without having to work with like no plans. And I'm so excited to just like have a little week to myself and get some things done around the house and do appointments and all of that. And then next week we're going to Cancun. So I'm gonna like vlog a prep video for that, vlog Cancun. Like it's gonna be a good 2 weeks of unemployment before we, you know, get back into the 9 to 5. But hope you enjoyed this little chat, and let's get into the rest of the vlog.
On the road, I've been away for far too long, but now I'm on my way back home. I hear the west winds calling out my name. They're telling me to head your way, down your road and past your gates. Keep your eyes on the horizon. I was looking to belong when I'd already found my home. Won't be long, I'm there before the setting sun, for you to fall into my arms, the place I call my home. I was looking to belong when I already found my home.
Good morning. Welcome to day 2 of my 2 weeks of unemployment. I have not been setting an alarm just because I haven't really had anything to get up for, but my body is just like naturally waking up around 7:30. So I haven't necessarily been sleeping in, but I will say it is so nice to not like set an alarm or like not have to be up by a certain time, you know? Like it's just, it feels freeing. I will be soaking in every moment of that for the next couple of weeks. This morning I'm doing something different for me. I am about to go on a run. I have not run in over a year. The last time I ran, when did I do a half marathon? Was that a year ago or 2 years ago? I think it was 2 years ago. Wait, maybe 1 year ago. I did a half marathon about a year ago. I have a whole YouTube video on it. It was not the best experience for me. I really got burnt out on running, like while training for it. And so I haven't gone on really a run since then. So it's at least been over a year, if not 2 years, if I'm like getting my years confused. But as you know, I talk about this a lot. I've been doing berries like 3 times a week. And a big component of that class, like half of the class, is running on a treadmill. And it's not like really distance running. Like it's, okay, what am I doing? I'm trying to do like a little power pony situation, but it's not really working. Let's try this again. So half of the class is running on a treadmill, but it's more like intervals, so it's not like distance running. So I've actually really been enjoying it. Like you'll probably get like 2 miles in the class, but it doesn't feel like you're running 2 miles because it's broken up into rounds. And there's like hills and walking and jogging. So you're like breaking up that distance into like a lot of different components, which I really liked. But at this point I've been doing berries for like over 6 months, I think. And I want to get better at running. I want to like improve my jog speed and just like my cardio in general. And I feel like the only way, okay, I know that this hair looks crazy, but like here's my vision. I'm gonna like poof it out here into like a little power pony situation. Is that cute? Yeah. Maybe I should do one more down here. The only way I'm gonna like get better at the runs and berries is if I like practice running outside. And so that is what we're gonna do today. I'm gonna go to a trail near our house and we're just gonna go for a little jog. I'm gonna wear my Apple Watch just to get a sense of like my pace, and I'm gonna try to run 1 time a week. So I do berries 3 times a week. I'm gonna like add in 1 cheeky little run session and just like see how my pace improves and kind of like track my progress with that weekly run over time. I think with the marathon training, I just got so burnt out because I was forcing myself to run multiple times a week and like super long distances. And like, I'm not really like going for distance here. Like I'm really going for pace. So I'm gonna keep my distances like relatively short, at least to start out, like 2 to 3 miles, and just work on like increasing my pace in those shorter miles. So yeah, that's what we're doing this morning. Okay, your girl's unemployed for 2 weeks and she feels invincible, but I'm gonna take advantage of it and hopefully like get myself in a good little routine over the next couple of weeks so that when I start my new job, we just like kind of have this routine in place. But yeah, welcome to day 2 of this vlog. I don't know if I've said this, but we're going to Cancun next week. What is even happening? So basically, here's the next 2 weeks. Here's how they're gonna play out. I have like this whole week, so it's Tuesday right now, I have this whole week, and then most of next week, like until Thursday, to just like do nothing and hang out. I'm trying to like knock appointments and stuff out of the way. And then Thursday of next week through the following Monday, we're in Cancun. So that's gonna be a party and just so much fun. We're going with Chandler's family. And then I start my job the Tuesday that we get back. So we get back Monday and then I start my job that like next Tuesday. So I'm gonna go to the mall today, see if I can find any like fun little fits for Cancun. I'm not gonna go crazy. I still need to do like a big closet clean out. Like if I buy things at the mall today, that will motivate me even more to like clean out my closet, donate some clothes, try to sell some clothes. But yeah, I thought today could be a good day to do that because I have like no plans. I'm starting off strong with a little morning run. Organizing these dressers is on my list. Probably tomorrow or the next day. So maybe I'll do like a separate, oh, that's Chandler's dresser. Maybe I'll do like a separate video of like closet organization. And I mean, while we're on the subject, like this is what's going on in my closet. A lot needs to be organized in here. So this will be a project we tackle at some point in the next couple of weeks. Let me find, should I do shorts? It's like 65. Oh my God, I have not worn shorts to work out in so long. Maybe I'll do these like cute little What are these from? Balance, I think. Yeah. Maybe I'll do these little runner shorts. Gray. Gray's easy. I didn't do skincare because I was just gonna sweat it right off. So I'm just gonna do sunscreen and then do like a full skincare, shower, everything. And we're done with this run. Why am I like getting nervous? I'm like getting butterflies. I just haven't gone for like a distance. It's not really like a distance, but like I just haven't gone for like a casual run in so long. I'm debating if I want to do a playlist, like a music playlist, or put on like an outdoor Peloton run class to follow. I feel like I might do the Peloton class since it's been so long that I feel like it'd be nice to have like an instructor kind of like walk me through the run. I think I'm gonna do that. Dun, 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 dun. I'm stressing about a freaking 20-minute run. This dude's running up the biggest hill I've ever seen. One thing is for certain, if I am going to start running again, I'm gonna need to revamp this playlist. Okay, this playlist has dust on it. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm for sure gonna do a Peloton class today, but if you have any hype song recommendations, please send them my way. This is such an oldie but a goodie. Say Less by Dylan Francis and G-Eazy. Y'all, this song. I used to play this all the time when I coached classes. The drop on this song. Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. Imagine just sprinting to that bass drop. Ooh, that's a good one. That is a good one, but it's old. Like I need some revamped, refreshed hype songs. What's another? Ooh, Suicide Squad. That song is like, will always be such a vibe to like run or do high intensity workouts to. Suicide Squad is the movie. It's called Purple Lamborghini. I'm an idiot. Purple Lamborghini is a good one. But for this run, I think I'm gonna do this 30-minute Cardi B run. So the entire playlist is just Cardi B and friends, and I'm pumped for it. It's by Kirsten Ferguson. If you have the Peloton app, I will let you know how it is. But it's 30 minutes long, and so my only goal is to just do the 30 minutes. Like I don't have a mileage goal or anything. I just want to stay running, jogging, whatever for 30 minutes and just like see what I get. Let's freaking go. Okay, we did it. We did our first run without walking in over a year at least. Here's my time. I'm just gonna say it. I have no opinion about this time. It's just where I'm at now and we're gonna document it. So I ran for a total of 26 minutes and 54 seconds and a total of 2.13 miles, which evens out to like 12:20 a mile, I think, which, okay. Like I literally went into that with no expectation. So that's cool. I think 12, like whenever I was training for my half marathon, I was around like 12:30 typically. So like that's, I guess, nice that I'm still there. I mean, I was only barely 2 miles, so okay, I will take it. One thing that I really did miss about when I was training for my half marathon was this trail that's near our house, because it is so motivating to see like all of the different people walking, biking, running, jogging, like whatever. Like everyone is just like showing up and working hard, and it's just like really freaking motivating. Like I saw someone in a wheelchair, I saw someone like on a walker, mom jogging with a baby stroller. This guy was like doing sprint intervals. Like it's so motivating to see like other people, I guess, show up for themselves, and so it makes me want to like push myself a little bit harder. That's like one thing that I do miss about training. When I would come here for my long runs on Saturday, it was like the same people every Saturday that just like showed up and did the damn thing, and that's always just like so inspiring to me. But yeah, I'm feeling good start to the day. It's 11 a.m. right now. I need to go home and eat and honestly drink water. I did not bring a water, which was not smart of me. I have to talk quick because my Uber is going to be here in 2 minutes, but there's been a change of plans. My hairdresser had an appointment for today, so I was like planning on going to the mall and doing some bippity bopping it around, but my hairdresser has an opening today, so I'm going to go and we're going to do a little hair refresh. I'll put a picture of my inspo. I really just want like a dark, rich brunette. I'm still gonna keep these like money pieces here, but I just like I want to revamp, okay? New job, new hair. We all change our hair when we're going through big life events. So that's the plan for today. And then Chandler and I are gonna do a little quick date night. I wanted to do some dressing up because you know how like you're sitting in the chair and they're doing your hair and you just like look the ugliest you've ever looked. I'm just trying to reduce that, okay? The naked mole rat energy. When I usually go and get my hair done and I have like no makeup on and I'm wearing like a workout set, I always feel like not cute. So we're a little bit dressed up today. Let me show you in the, I love how I'm like, oh, let's be quick. And then have been talking and my Uber driver is probably waiting. Okay, we're gonna go. Okay, here she is. I've been walking around for like 30 minutes, so the curls definitely fell, but I'm loving the color. Literally coming to you from a bar in Germantown. Well, brewery. Okay, come on, we're classy out here. And I'm gonna get myself a little solo drink because Chandler is doing a workout. Fun fact, if you didn't know this, Chandler and I share a car. So I Ubered to get my hair done. He drove the car to a workout. He's gonna work out. I just need to waste like an hour while he's working out and then we're gonna get dinner together. So I walked over to Monday Brewing. If you've never been to Nashville, Germantown is such a fun like little neighborhood in Nashville. It is not super touristy. It's like very much a local neighborhood. It just has the best hidden gems. So I would highly recommend it. But walked over here. I'm gonna grab myself a little margarita and I'm gonna just like watch YouTube and hang out for an hour. I don't know if I've ever come to like a bar by myself, but we're living it up. We're living it up on a Wednesday.
Sounds maybe that's what it's.
Excuse me, this looks absolutely insane. I got spicy Italian. This bread looks so crispy. Holy moly. And then we got crispy ravioli. Chandler got chicken parm. If you're in Nashville, it's a must. Look at me remembering to do an outro. Look, who is she? Who is she? New job, new hair. I'm different now, y'all. I literally never remember to close out the vlog, but we're doing it right now. I am officially closing out this vlog. I also wanted to show you my hair in like not a dark bathroom setting. So this is her. I'm so excited to style it and like see what these layers do when I like actually give it a good like blow, dry, and curl. I'm loving the new color. I needed a change. I needed a change. New life events calls for new hair, okay? I don't make the rules. I don't make the rules, but that's just how it is. I have my little book. I am doing this thing where I'm not getting on social media at night and instead I'm reading. So have my book. We're gonna pass out here shortly, but I wanted to officially end off this vlog. I'm starting a new vlog tomorrow. That one's gonna be like a reset situation, like clean, organized with me. I got a bunch of like organization stuff in from Amazon and I'm gonna like try to like revamp my closet, revamp my dressers, and just kind of get the house, I don't know, in a good state while I have the time. Like, why not? So we'll do that together tomorrow and probably the next day. And I just wanted to say thank you so dang much for being here. I hope that you enjoyed it. Thank you in advance for any kind words you leave about the new journey that I'm embarking on. You guys have been so kind so far when I've talked about my career and like been open about my professional life on YouTube. And so I'm sure it will continue. And I just want to say thank you in advance. And if you made it to this far in the video, I say this all the time, but like, thank you so dang much for hanging out with me and like making it to this point. It means a lot. We'll keep the vlog train going tomorrow and I will see you in the next video.
On the road, I've been away for far too long. But now I'm on my way back home. I hear the west winds calling out my name. They're telling me to head your way, down your road and past your gates. Keep your eyes on the horizon. I was looking to belong when I'd already found my home. Won't be long, I'm there before the setting sun.